Hello, friends and lovers. Welcome back to Hades 2. We're going to do an Aspect of Momus run, just because it's been a very, very long time since we did Aspect of Momus. Figured Hestio would be fun. We got some discussions around Aspect of Momus and some of the aspects that kind of have fallen by the wayside in recent history, I would say. At least recent patches. But yeah, some people suggested it because they knew it's been a while, so let's get it done, right? We got Hecuba coming with us because we plan to spend a lot of magic and rotate between all the different Omegas. That's the one thing I really like about Aspect of Momus is the fact that I can get like a core boon for the attack, special, and cast and have them feel like they're all doing something. Although not so much there, I will admit. Yeah, Smoldering was the one I really wanted, so I guess we're gonna have to do that. I might not use the Omega cast still here, but I guess we'll see. It kind of depends. I'll probably look for a Winner's Circle from Hermes for the funnies, though, either way. Ooh, Poseidon is not really a god that we want here, especially now. His cast probably would have been okay, but otherwise, I think I just kind of don't want him for this build. Although, yeah, I think Poseidon's kind of in a rough spot right now. You know, I mean, I think his cast is fine, but if you want to fill in that slot, it's going to be a lot less fine, or if it's already full, I should say, for him to just kind of show up in the middle of a run. Who do we got? Who do we got? I mean, Zeus is always a good god, and we're probably going to be stuck taking him. And I guess we'll just have to do Demeter after that. Okie dokie. We'll start with Demeter even. Take her attacker special, and let's go. So Momus, it did get nerfed, which obviously feels bad. Nobody likes a nerf kind of thing. I'm not even certain if it was super necessary. And the reason why I will state is going to be kind of because when they did the nerf, it was when Vow of Rivals got added. And maybe this is an issue with me as a player who uses Vow of Rivals literally every single run now, basically. And maybe some of the other hardcore early access players, you know, who just play the game a lot or something. Maybe it's not really fair to stack up Momus against it, but when they added Vow of Rivals, our standards kind of got higher for what counts as a good build, right? I mean, that makes sense, you know? A good build has to stand up to Vow of Rivals for us that are using Vow of Rivals a lot. So it's kind of hard to say. Momus got nerfed, even though Momus felt really good prior to that. Oh my god, the common boons today. Even though Momus felt very, very strong prior, and, you know, probably from the outside looked like it could have used a nerf, I think once you add Vow of Rivals, it kind of wasn't necessary, I guess is what I'm getting at. It kind of wasn't necessary. It felt like it was kind of fine. And even then, it might actually have needed a slight lift, I could almost imagine, from where it used to be, even. Because now, you know, our barometer for what counts as good is much higher, because Vow of Rivals is hard, right? The Rivals bosses are not easy, to say the least. Alright, we got all our cores full. I'm kind of partial to the armor one, if anything here, right? We kind of just got the mishmash going on. We had to spend quite a few rolls just to make this happen. 3 doors left. We'll probably take max health. We'll probably take the Hermes. We're not going for a super specific build. We're just trying to have a good time with Momo, right? So okay, thank you very much. But since we have the Knight on, we do want to rotate between them. We do want to rotate. Now, it's very possible. I mean, it's a complex game, right? So there might be some aspects where, like, wow, this is really good for a casual run without Vow of Rivals on in very low fear amounts or something like that. And then it falls off later, right? That is a very real possibility. I think sometimes us in the hardcore crowd kind of lose sight of that. That something can still be good, but even if it's not good at, you know, 50-something fear. You know what I mean? There's also just kind of an ease of use thing that is extremely subjective, and it's hard for someone like myself and other members of the community to measure, you know, when something is just kind of, I don't know, easy to get into. Racing Thoughts is tempting, but I think I'm willing to throw 1 roll here. I got nothing. Maybe I'm willing to throw 2 rolls. No travel deal. No nothing. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I think I'm taking Quick Buck, then. For some reason, I'm not partial to Mean Streak. Probably my own fault, though. We got nothing from our first Hermes boon, basically. Nothing that I desired. We're leaving Poseidon aside. We shall take the hammer. I think there's other aspects, too, that, you know, nothing happened to them, but now they feel weaker now that our standards are higher.
Last one.
Boom. Maybe it's Pan as the example. Is Pan really the example there? Ugh. I don't really believe in Cross Cataclysm. I just don't think it's very good. I think I'd rather take Shimmering. It feels more like a side grade. Pun intended, maybe?
Those shamblers.
I mean, Pan did kind of get a nerf, though. But it felt worse than usual in some ways. But then a bunch of other aspects got lifted, right? I guess Ionic Gain is fine. I'm getting low on the rolls now here, right? So I think we don't have much of a choice.
Let's have another
Okay, let's get behind, get out our Omegas, and then we're kind of not in a rush, right? Make sure... Oh, damn. Make sure we keep these lined up on them. Unfortunately, he skated away from me there. He's gonna jump. Look, buddy. I don't know who you're grabbing. I probably could do this from further away. Oh no, the auto target on the other enemies. Okay, here we go. And we drop. There we go. It's kind of a cool way to play, right? It's a bit different from some other ways. It reminds me a little bit of Anubis too, where you just drop the lineups, especially on a big boss like this. Now, there might be problems with certain bosses. I think Eris is probably a good point out for that. Rarefy, see what we hit. Pray that it hits the special mostly. Oh, God. Gambling time.
Should keep me company.
Yeah, well, second best? Yeah, it's probably second best. I can envision. We probably won't need that soul tonic now, even if it is cheap. Seems unnecessary.
Now then.
I think a good example in Hades 1 of what I'm trying to describe here, something that could be good for beginners, but that the, you know, the hardcore community kind of poo-poos a little bit, is Aspect of Chiron in Hades 1. It seemed like the casual audience really loved it. And interestingly, sometimes people would say it's because I liked it or something strange like that. It's like, I don't think that's really why, though. I mean, personally, I really don't think I have the kind of power to convince hundreds of new players that this thing is good when everyone else says it's bad. Like, I don't think I have that much influence, you know? But I don't know. Yeah, that was like one thing that I think, even though it, you know, it wasn't good for speedruns, it wasn't good for, you know, what people deem high heat, but, you know, what people deem high heat sometimes means 60 for some reason, and not just 32. But nevertheless, the casual players seem to love it. You know, I have this whole video about data around people beating 32 heat for the first time, and I collected a bunch of screenshots from, like, the subreddit. I didn't really ask for them. I just went and found them, and I found ones where people had completed 32 heat for the first time, and the one that was most popular was Aspect of Chiron. That's just is what it is. It is what it is, baby. Oh, God. Now, there is obviously some influence between these things, right? You see a content creator using something and they, you know, showcase a powerful build or a lot of damage or, you know, God knows what, and that can definitely influence people. There's no doubt about that. It can. Will it always, though? You know, it kind of just really depends. An epic blood spree. The truth is, the only other boon you could really use from Ares now is Mutual Destruction, and I think we don't want to swap the special here. Although the special... Nah, yeah, I don't think so. I was thinking about the duo with Hestia.
War rages.
It's a little tough if you take it on the special, because then you need, like, Controlled Burn or something. I was kind of hoping to have a bit more Scorch-related things at this junction in the build. That has not happened yet. Yeah, we'll take Selene with this. You can get something fun. Point. Man, this feels good. It's been a while. It has been a while. But yeah, like I said, I think that there was something about Momus that has kind of fallen off with time. Now the question is, for the developers, how do they balance the game? You know, how much should they care about how well something performs on Valve Rivals versus just a player who's just going for their, you know, third clear or something like that with zero fear on? How do you balance a game like that? Total Eclipse? All right, we'll do it.
Greatest strength is yours.
We'll do it. Hello? Oh, right, Icarus. We gotta talk to this guy. Rank 2 on Shimmering Moonshot. Usually it's a 50% increase. Does that mean it'll bounce up to 3 foes? You know, I actually have no idea, but Hazard Bomb, even though can be sometimes good, it's just mostly annoying, so let's find out.
Good choice.
Upgraded. No, it's still +2. It's still +2, but now it's 20% damage. It's not a bad increase, right? But for some reason, it just doesn't feel great at the same time. Because a lot of times those little numbers that you get, like, isn't really the most important part of the hammer that you get. That little damage boost, you know? Let's get the Hestia thing, shall we? It's fun, especially if we wind up forced to fight Charybdis or something. It would be very, very nice. Maybe even against Aras, it would be okay. We're probably gonna take all of this. Not Ionic Gain, though. What do you got? Swap to Storm Ring. I don't think so. Air quality? It doesn't affect Scorch anymore, by the way. So it pretty much doesn't affect anything that we have, sadly. So it's probably not wise.
Sure, why not?
Thermal Dynamics. Now that I shall take. Your blitz effects also inflict Scorch whenever they deal damage. 160, baby. Baby. It's a good duo. It's a good duo. Very convenient. Now, I'm not super focused on making sure, like, Blitz is popping off all the time. In fact, I'm not really focused on anything in particular. We're just kind of going with the flow in here. They'll burn. I think going into 1.0, balance is going to be one of the things that a lot of us are going to be focused on. We're going to be shocked by things that... We're potentially going to be shocked by things that they did change, things that they didn't change, even more so, honestly.
More sticklers.
Because it kind of makes sense that going into 1.0 is where we might see the fewest changes
I'll take it from here.
versus the other updates. Because we were in early access. That's when you make the changes, right? That's when you got to work on everything. What the hell was that about? Okay. At the same time, I'm sure there's like some things like they've gotten some feedback on and they want to improve upon them.
Olympus, I accept this message.
I think there's no doubts. Arctic Gale, Snow Queen, Frigid Rush. There's like Weed Killer. I don't know if I really care about it. I think Arctic Gale is kind of a nice
Steady
defensive boon in a sense. We've certainly got plenty for origination. I don't think that's an issue at all. Smolder Ring goes up. I don't mind that. Well, actually, we probably don't really need any more. Cut above? Yeah, we'll do a cut above. We'll do a cut above. It's not great unless you start to really get the duos that make it triggers twice and instantly, but it's something. It's something in the meantime. Okay, I'm trying not to think too hard about the Omegas here, since I know that she's going to run around like crazy, right? So she might be one of the tougher fights, honestly, for us.
Cute.
One nice thing with the staff here, or at least this staff. Something's touching my body.
I'll be quiet.
Nice, we actually got her to jump into Total Eclipse there. Let's go.
Nice try.
Okay, let's take it easy. More Total Eclipse. Maybe we'll put on Moonbeam after this for fun. It's been a while, right? Whoa. I'm trying to make sure I at least hit her with a regular special. Oh, come on. Did you see that? I'm actually out of magic. Okay, let's grab that. Okay, let's drop that now, shall we? Got her. All right, it actually went pretty smooth. We'll see how we do against the broskies then.
Started it. I can use this.
I'd say that was pretty good. Didn't lose too much health. Damage felt okay. Can't complain. I just got to keep that special up. Make sure we're rotating between the Omegas so that we get that crit chance from the Knight. It's powerful. It do be goody. We'll put on Moonbeam. That sounds fun. We haven't done a big, whatever you might call this in a while. Big Hex run, especially around this one.
That's quite enough.
Does the special just go forever? Kinda. Ow, okay. This guy managed to double ding me instantly. That Zeus is really tempting because he's one of the guys that you particularly want. Oh, I guess not though.
Target sighted.
Zeus is too good right now, maybe. Now hexes, you know, if you watch the trailer, it's like covered in showcasing the hexes, interestingly. Even though it's probably one of the more divisive mechanics in the game right now. You know, some players like them, some players absolutely hate them. It's interesting like that we can't seem to... You know, it makes sense that we're not all going to agree for sure, right? No matter what they do, no matter how much they try, can't all agree, but nevertheless, it seems like there's still a very large segment of the community that just doesn't want it in the game practically at all. Whenever you use a hex, gain 50 armor until the blast. I'm okay with that. Whenever you strike a guardian, your next hex charges up. 5 more damage. Let's get to this one. Foes in target area take 30% more. Plus 100 power. We'll get to that too.
Thus you have risen.
Let's take this Hermes now. Since we actually have a Hermes boon being delivered, this allows me to get 3 Hermes boons, essentially. Hexes are interesting. I'm not certain if there's a realistic solution at this point in the game's development, right? I definitely want hexes to be here, but I'm willing to recognize that I don't use them that often, necessarily. Do we just accept racing thoughts now? I think I do. Try to get those Omegas out slightly faster. They take more damage. Let's take that. Larger area. You start up charge. You deal more damage. Do larger area after that. Hey, there's our Zeus. Terracles, okay.
Peace, sir.
Yeah, it's probably just not that easy, you know? I think we can all see what they were trying to do. They wanted to expand on the call system and almost just make it more intricate and elaborate and give us more options and things like that. But I don't know, did it go like a step too far and now it's just like too much, you know? We're already seeking out a bunch of these boons, and I don't know if it feels that good. It's hard to get super excited around finding a hex, I guess is one way I would describe it, right? Do we agree with that? Can't even see the money there. I think that's sort of the issue in my mind, is that unless I'm specifically like, okay, let's do a build around this, it's like I'm never really that excited to get a hex, whereas I'm usually very excited to get certain like gods and certain boons and things like that.
Well,
Flames. Okay, I have lightning lance now, so we can keep at an even greater distance. Unless I step into the flames like that, as you saw.
Olympus, I accept this message.
It's possibly not that easy, but I think maybe that should be the thought process. They got to find a way to make us really want the hex. Like, oh, yes, a hex. Yes, let's go. You know what I mean? I mean, it makes sense that you don't want that to happen every single run, but I think Snuffed Candle turns out is kind of bad. Like, there's a secret thing to it. Am I still gonna take it anyway? Controlled Burn is actually kind of nice. I like it. Alright, Dio. Can actually use some defensives here. Maybe a bounce back. Bounce it back, bounce it back. Definitely not Reckless Abandon. Fusion encounter restore some health if you took any damage in that encounter. Ray Freeze annoying. Can we agree? Alright, so I don't really have to get close to enemies at all now that Lightning Lance is on the clock. I love it when we totally miss, though. Is there a statue down that way? We still have that Hermes Boon coming? I think so. So now, Win a Circle would be great, if I could get it to show up. The rarity pretty much doesn't even matter. Holy crap, it's huge now, right? Hexes are kind of in a funny place where, like, I don't know, sometimes they're just crazy. Mirrored Thrasher, you say? We don't really have a ton of magic. I'm really only using the Omegas. Interestingly, I think Wicked Thrasher is probably almost equally as good. I know, y'all love Mirrored Thrasher. The thing is, it's a really fun hammer that enables a lot of different things. Alright, I think everyone would just be mad if I didn't take it. So I think I'm gonna have to. Even though I just have a Ionic Gain here. It's probably fine since I'm not really using the regular all that much, guys. Uh-oh. You're gonna be annoying, aren't you? They'll burn. Okay, I'm sorry. I won't say the voice line every time, I swear. Okay, Hermes, come on. Winner. Winner, winner. No, what are you doing? I have 5 wind. Will I get 8? It's a little FA, but the others aren't great. Controlled Burn goes up. One more Path of Stars. I'll take that. I'll take the max magic now, I suppose. Because we've taken many things to increase our magic cost. We have plenty of money. That is not a problem. Carefully now. Definitely just kind of ran into those enemies. Here, I use an Omega Cast. Just once. Because now we are so rudely destined to not get it. Damn, watch that burn go up. Whoa. Okay. Nothing else in this chamber? Why do I feel like I saw something? I'm crazy, I guess. Free max health? I guess I'll go this way. I suppose. Might buy some regular health and stuff. Yeah, we'll take all this. I still don't have Pyrotechnique. What the...
The Fates won't mind.
Freeze or burn. Whenever you inflict freeze on a foe with Scorch, deal damage and remove the Scorch. Yeah. We'll take it. I mean, that could be a big juicy hit with, whatever the hell we got going on here. The Hestia thing, right? I find it easier to not really focus on it, though. Oh, come on, guy. Okay, let's take it easy for a second here. Yo, did you see that freezer burn hit? Bottom, bottom, middle. Okay, we got him over. Try to make sure that they stay up here. Hold on. Wait. Got it. Yo, Heracles just got bopped, apparently. And he's dead. Oh! Really? That's the move you were doing? I couldn't even tell. Okay. We got the top. We got the middle. We got the top. Bottom. Middle. Middle. Top. Bottom. Okay, we'll charge up an Omega Cast. Dude, how'd you do that? No. All right, right in the center. Stay right there. Come back. No, you did not come back. How dare you? Got him. I don't know if I've ever tried to pop a freezer burn with Hestias here. It's kind of hard to specifically do that, though. So do we go with Athena and pray that she gives us the God Sent thing? That'd be pretty funny, I won't lie. I think we're in a place where we could try to go for that. That way we get more God Sense. What's it called? I think it's Task Force.
Which one would help?
I mean, she's got plenty of runner-up things if we don't get it. We still have a Path of Stars coming, and I doubt we're gonna need that. But I will take the magic. In fact, I'll even order the Ama, I think, here. There was a time where Scorch had no limit, it seemed. I think there were some very old videos with Scorch going into, like, the tens of thousands. Because there was a duo that would, like, double the Scorch on enemies or something. But I think there weren't really ways to make it tick down faster at that junction, if I remember right. So it, unfortunately, was not very useful. But it was funny. I can see everything. What do you got? No, we didn't get a... I'm probably just taking Divine Dash.
The might and fury of Olympus be with
Don't worry, I'll take these snacks. We shall take these snacks. Enemies, hello? Just gonna drop this and pray that the Scorch takes care of them. Couldn't even really see the enemies going on there. No Path of Stars, since we're gonna be camped very, very shortly once we get the delivery, I believe. Come on, guys.
Say we turn up the heat.
Woo! Okay, let's take it easy. We got one. Big hits. Damn, we got that burst. We got that burst. With Frieza burnt. Oh, I'm full health? No way. How'd that happen? Okay, so we have 3, but we only have 2 nodes left, so let's do it. Done. Thank you very much.
I walked the path.
What do you got here? Cut above. Probably just Lightning Lance, honestly. I ordered all those snacks for
Close to the
nothing.
top.
Okay. Make sure we drop this. Pretty much didn't matter. I'm leaving, I'm sorry. I love the depiction of Typhon in the trailer, by the way. The launch trailer. I think it looks fantastic.
Turn up the heat.
In all the enemies, really.
You cold?
More magic. D-Strike or something? I don't think I care about Weed Killer now. Okay. I tried and I failed. I want to see which way you're going before I drop Total Eclipse. Even though it is massive. Woo! Do you see that chunk? That. Lovely. Now, I need to not get hit. I tend to get greedy and I want to, like, eke out Omegas when I probably shouldn't.
Hear me on my authority.
No roll still. I guess that's Hailstorm. Your freeze effects also cause lightning bolts to repeatedly strike afflicted
Lightning from on
foes. Your freeze effects. That means something like cold storage would actually be helpful there, right? Enemies aren't actually frozen that long, or on cooldown for much longer in reality. We got some cash here for sure. We still haven't received Pyrotechnique, which I'd be okay with, but now that we have Freezer Burn, it's kind of not a big deal, right? I think we know we want the armor.
Reinforced.
I probably do want the Zeus. Also. Get pretty much nothing. I got 206. Do I care about the 15 health I'm missing? It'll only be 10 health in a moment. I'm not certain why I bought her, honestly, over Hestia. Or rather, the mystery. I guess I was hoping for more Zeus a little bit there. Even Ares probably would have been okay with mutual destruction. I don't actually have that much max health here. It's actually very low for the surface, I would argue. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's be careful. No mistakes, right? Okay, my friend. Oh, God. Oh, God, you're killing me. I tried the dash, but all the slowdowns kind of just got me. If I may have an excuse.
That shall not work.
Oh, crap. Didn't see that. What? Okay, I got you. Let's take it easy for a second there. Drop Total Eclipse. Let's grab this. I am in no rush. You got pushed over. Total Eclipse is carrying, kinda. Okay, this is bad, though. Don't mind my noises. Drop another one. We'll pick that up in the meantime. We did get sent over. Okay, it's that thing. Wow, I'm surprised he used that when I felt like I was so far away. Oh, he sniped me so bad. Not that tongue. He's gonna dive in probably there, and he did eventually. Woo-hoo. The burst damage, but he bonked me a lot. We actually got through the hardest part of the fight so shockingly quickly.
We are not done.
I would argue. And I took most of the damage at the beginning. Again, this is like a very patient thing. It's something it feels actually quite different if I may harp on Hades 1 a little bit more. A little bit.
Stubborn little brat. That is what you are.
It feels, you know, it is a different feel than Hades 1 had. He's gonna do the head slams now because we're so close probably. Oh, maybe not. Let me go. Do I have Total Eclipse up? Please tell me I got Total Eclipse up. I do. And big burst. I'm trying here. No? Wasn't enough? Stop hitting me with your tongue move. I've never been hit with that tongue move. What happened to all the burst damage? I wonder, were we not getting Scorch on him? From the cast or something? It's kind of hard to tell, because I didn't see Freezer Burn popping out there. There we go, though. There's our Momus run. It was good. It was good. It was a good run still, I could say. The Blitz actually didn't really do that much, but we didn't get into, like, Double Strike or there's something else there, probably. Yeah, even Arc Flash would have been really cool, but I don't think we saw either of those offered the whole time. Freezer Burn did really well, actually, I would argue, especially considering how late it showed up. It did really, really well. I guess it shouldn't be that shocking, but the Omega Attack, yeah, not a surprise there that ended up doing the most. It's pretty commonly going to be top of the metas here. Definitely lean on the attack / Omega Attack for these staff builds, for sure. It was a fun run, right? I thought the Hex did really well for us here. Even though it's not on here, I think it actually did perform really well for applying all the Scorch and things like that. I think it was actually quite strong. We also had Freezer Burn, if I could find it. There we go. Maybe we'll put Total Eclipse on the bottom there. Perfect. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you got build suggestions, make sure you let me know. Appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what's going on. And I shall see you in another video.